Hello, hello, hello. Ladies and gentlemen, the Love of Fighting podcast is back. We're trying to record a bit more. Sorry for not having the virtual background. I'm using Zoom. We're using Zoom now. Look, we're moving up in the world. Look, this is better, but I'm going to buy green screen and fix that shit thing behind me. So, yeah, it's all right. What's going on, Adi?
You all right?
Yeah, how's your day been so far?
Been all right.
I know
Been
you're on
all
a
right.
little break from school. That's gotta be good though, wasn't it? Not having to go to
What?
school. You're on a break
Yeah.
from school, right? That's cool. That's
Yeah.
cool. I was at school today, and it's been today's a windy day, and I can hear the wind. If I take off my headphones, you can hear the wind. It's like bad, and it's all like dirt and the tornadoes
Oh, yeah.
everywhere. Yeah.
Same there.
And I had an interesting altercation on Instagram I wanted to tell you about. So you know who Tim Kennedy is, right? Former UFC fighter, U.S. Army specialist. You know him, right?
Mm-hmm.
He did a show a couple years ago called Hunting Hitler, and I've been watching it and I love it. I was on Instagram and I saw a post from Tim Kennedy. And I just told him, hey, man, I just watched the documentary Hunting Hitler, and it was awesome. And this guy replied to me, not him, some other dude. Let me just tell you what he said. His first reply. We went back and forth for a while. He said, where is it? Oh yeah. Let me see if I can find the first comment, because he said, he deleted his first comment. He deleted the comment, but he basically said that I'm wrong. I've been fed lies and Hitler is a good guy. Hitler was a good guy. That's what he said. Seriously. He said, all right. He said, watch the documentary called The Greatest Story Never Told to understand why Hitler was and possibly is actually a good guy. Hitler was fighting against the power structure that we are seeing now, but we were fucking lied to about the truth of that man. And I'm like, bro, you fucking joking? Hitler, a good guy? Don't even put Hitler and the word good guy in the same sentence. And he's like, he's been telling, he basically been, he DM'd me a link. He was like, go watch this. And I'm not going to watch that shit. I don't know, whatever that is. I'm not going to listen to a fucking neo-Nazi. But yeah, this guy has been telling me that I've been fed lies, that I'm not smart, that 9/11 actually is also fake and something else. Like this dude and some other guy came into the conversation and he verbally abused them. This guy never responded to me ever again. Never DM'd me, never responded to me. But thank God for that guy. Yeah. What's going on, man? Like neo-Nazis on Instagram? That's fucking brutal. Like going around telling people that Hitler was a good guy. Hitler was not a good fucking guy. He was a psychotic piece of shit motherfucker who killed around millions of people. He was racist. He was sexist. He killed a lot of people. He was an idiot. He was a psychotic motherfucker. And he wanted to rule the world and destroy everyone. And this guy is defending Hitler. Imagine that. Imagine defending Hitler. How low you have to be to defend fucking Hitler. That's I DM'd Tim Kennedy. I hope he sees this. All right, let's enough of that bullshit. What do we got in terms of fighting and shit? Ali Stanley, I know you're a bit shocked by the news that I just told you, but I want you to talk a little
What?
bit. Hey, what do we
What?
got? What do we got in terms of fighting and stuff?
Uh, nothing much. It's
Yeah,
when you
no, we
record
didn't have
this.
it. We didn't have that much fight news this week, but we had great fights Saturday night. I did not watch it live, but I watched the replays, and the fights were good. I did not expect the fights to be that good, but it was good. I watched the main card. I'm yet to watch the prelims. Been a bit busy to be honest, but yeah, the main card. I'm sorry that I watched was amazing. The fights were amazing. The main event was amazing. What do you think of the main event?
Nasty.
That was
Oh,
nasty.
I thought, yeah, Jamal Hill just, but I thought Walker started well.
Yeah, he did well. He was doing well with the kicks and a couple punches he landed. But Johnny Walker, he doesn't have a good chin, as we know. Can you go to his record and look up how many times he's been knocked out in his career?
Yeah.
Yeah, he gets knocked out like easy. I'm not disrespecting him for but from what I've seen in his last fights that he's been knocked out
He's been locked out 4 times in some fights.
in 7 losses, he's been knocked out 4 times. That's not good. That's not good. And he's been out cold. It was not like a TKO thing. It was out cold.
He's 1-4.
He's 1-4 in his last 5. What's his UFC record? The hype train was derailed. The hype train is derailed. It was derailed after the Santos fight, and it was
4-4.
4-4. Not good. Not good. And it's not that he's a quitter. He's not a quitter. He just can't take a punch. And how old is he? 29?
Yeah.
It's too early to have a chin like that. It's too early to have a bad chin like that. It's too early. Just like Cody Garbrandt. Cody Garbrandt is not even 30. He's 29. But he can't take a punch. Same thing with Johnny Walker. He's not even 30 and he can't take a punch. What do you think he should do, though? I don't know if he should stop fighting, but I don't know, man. He is not going to get better. The chin is something that will not get better over time. It gets worse. I don't know, man.
I don't know. People were saying he should move to heavyweight.
Nah, not heavyweight. He can't take a punch.
What the hell? I just looked at Johnny Walker's fighter details.
All right.
He's made in his career 240K. He's fighting out of Southampton, England.
Who?
Southampton, England.
No. Who? Johnny Walker?
Yeah.
Wait a minute. No. That's not correct, is it? That's not correct, is it?
Hang on.
No, he fights out of Dublin by way of Brazil. He trains with John Kevin out of Dublin, Ireland. I'm surprised.
Oh, right. Hang on.
All right. I mean, he fights out of Dublin, Ireland by way of Rio de Janeiro, I believe it is, from Brazil. I don't know what that England thing is all about.
Don't know.
Maybe it was a mistake, from the website and shit. Where are you getting these fights?
Top and large.
Papillage. Maybe some people make mistakes. All right, but what do you think about Jamal Hill though? Who should he fight in his next fight?
What's his name? Falco Uzman.
Yeah, But
they've been chirping on Instagram, not Twitter.
him and Uzdemir,
Yeah.
that's a good fight. That's a good fight. But I think Jamal can beat him. I believe so. But I believe I would love to see a rematch with Paul Craig somewhere down the line. I would love to see a rematch with Paul Craig. Because Paul is the only guy to beat him. And he dominated and he broke his arm and snapped it in half. I would love to see them go again. But I would also love to see him fight Volkan Oezdemir. And both of those fights make sense.
Oh, yeah, I forgot Gunnar Nelson's coming back.
Oh, yeah. When is he coming back? Is he fighting in London?
Yep.
Who's he fighting, though? I know who he's fighting in London, but I forgot his opponent's name. I apologize for that.
Claudio Silva.
Oh, that's a tough fight. That's a tough fight. That's a tough fight for Gunnar, who hasn't been.
Gunnar has to be. Hang on.
Gunnar, Gunnar is great. Gunnar, but he hasn't fought since the Leon Edwards fight, I believe. Since he fought
Gilbert
Leon Edwards.
Burns.
Gilbert Burns. Oh, yeah, Gilbert Burns. And
to be fair, he lost a split decision to Leon.
Oh, I need to rewatch the Leon Edwards fight. I need to rewatch that fight. But he hasn't.
I need to rewatch the whole card. Like, because Dominic Reyes was on there against Volkan Oezdemir. He won a split decision. Nathaniel Wood. Claudio Silva was on that. Yeah. Was on that card.
I mean,
I didn't rewatch it.
Yeah, we're gonna rewatch this and come up with good. But I don't know, man. For Gunnar Nelson, I don't know. I love the guy. He's a great fighter. He hasn't won a couple fights, but he's a great fighter, and he's been inactive since when 2018, 19?
19.
Yeah, that's a long time. How long is that? That's 3 years. 3 years inactive. That's not good. But we'll see what happens. He's a great grappler. He should use his grappling a lot in his fight. A lot. Is he still fighting on the John Kavanagh?
Who? Yeah.
All right. Yeah, that's cool. John Kavanagh, he's been getting a ton of shit lately, but he's a great coach. He's a great jiu-jitsu coach. But he's been getting a ton of shit lately. We also shit on him on one episode of our show after the last Johnny Walker fight. You remember that?
I didn't. You did.
The reason I did was because he was making a lot of errors. But this time it didn't even get to the second round, so we could see what he would say in the middle. But yeah, John Kavanagh is an amazing coach. He doesn't have a ton of fighters in the UFC. He's got only like 2-3 fighters. That's it, right? Connor, Gunnar, and Johnny. I believe Johnny might leave the team now. I don't know. That's a wild.
No, he won't.
I don't know. But hey, did you see the hate that's been going towards Jamal Hill? Because some people say that Johnny took a dive. I was on Instagram and some guy was like, Johnny took a dive and shit like that. I mean, come on. Johnny Walker, he's a guy who gets knocked out in crazy ways. Let's be honest. But he's not going to take a dive. He's a fighter. He's not going to take a dive. Well, let's see what's next with Johnny. I don't know if Johnny should ever fight again after getting knocked out like that. He shouldn't fight for a long time. He should at least take the rest of the year off. You know what I mean? When you get knocked out like that, you should rest and heal up properly. You shouldn't go in there fast, take a short notice fight, or like he should take the rest of the year off. But let's move on to this weekend's fight card. UFC Fight Night 202. Islam Makhachev versus Bobby Green. You can see it in all these background. What are your thoughts on the whole on the whole card, basically. Can you bring up the whole card?
Yep. It's a pretty banging card.
It's a banger card, yeah. It's
Terrence Bikini versus Fairs Sam.
Yep. Is it on the prelims or is it on the main card?
Yeah, it's like yeah. It's like middle of the prelims.
Mid prelims. All right. I love Terrence McKinney. But he only fought 7 seconds inside the UFC, didn't he? 7 seconds. That knockout was crazy. Imagine if it was like, let's say, in 4 seconds and he had broken Masvidal's record. That would be insane, though. A UFC debut, let's say if it was under, I mean, it was great. 7 seconds. And he's got power. When you look at his fights, he's got maybe like 4 under 10 seconds knockout wins. I believe that was a thing. I don't know. I'm not that sure, but it's like I feel like he's got like 4 under 10-second knockout victories. That's insane. A lightweight with that much power? A lightweight with that much power is scary, man. Well, we'll see against Faraz what happens with those two. Because they were supposed to fight a couple times and it got canceled. I hope it doesn't get canceled again. We're only a couple days out. But I believe Terrence is going to just knock him out. Terrence is too good. Too powerful.
That's a banging fight. Armin versus Joe Alvarez.
Oh, yeah. Oh, my goodness. If Joe Alvarez beats Armin Tsarukyan, that's going to be crazy. That will be crazy. Because a lot of people are saying that Armin should also be in the mix, in the top 10, top 5. And if Joe Alvarez beats him in a spectacular fashion, let's say knocks him out or submits him, or even, I don't know, do something to him, get an impressive win, he's gonna get a rocket ship jumped to the space, to the top 10, top 5. And I love both guys, but I believe Joel Alvarez can get it done. Joel is just too good. And if he can make the weight healthy, it's going to be even better. But the only problem, the only issue I have with Joel is just the weight cut. He's too big. How tall is he? 6'3"?
Yeah.
It's like when I was fighting at 145. I also fought at 135 back in the day. 6'2" and 125. 135, 125. No, when I fought at 125, I was around like 5'10". When I fought at 135, I literally fought at flyweight and heavyweight. I fought at flyweight, bantamweight, featherweight, lightweight, welterweight, middleweight, light heavyweight. I fought in all divisions. I have fought in all divisions. Not just as a MMA fighter, as a boxer, as a kickboxer. Yeah. But I hope he can make the weight healthy, not kill himself. And if he can't, just move up a weight class. That's it. And he's missed weight twice in his last 2 fights. In his last two fights, he's missed weight twice. Both of those fights. I don't know. I feel like Joe's gonna get it done. What do you think?
Yeah, I think Joe's gonna win.
Armin is good, but I believe Joe is better. Yeah. All right, move on to the main event. The main event that we're all excited about. We were excited about the previous main event that was supposed to be Islam Makhachev versus Beneil Dariush. Beneil Dariush, unfortunately, is out with an injury, so speedy recovery to him. But Bobby Green steps in, one of the baddest motherfuckers in the game. Bobby Green, how can you not like this guy? How can you not like this guy? He fought 10 days ago. Not 10 days ago. When he fights Islam, that it will be like 10 days in between fights, and that is cool. You don't see a guy like that every day. I mean, fighters have taken fights on 6 days notice, on 5 days notice, but it's you don't see a lot of fighters fight 10 days after the last fight, after winning a fight, especially. What do you think about the whole situation? I know Bobby's a great wrestler, but Islam is not just any wrestler. He's a Dagestani wrestler, and he's one of the good ones. The striking, I give it to Bobby. The grappling, I give it to Islam. It's a 50-50 matchup. You might look at the guy and be like, well, Bobby's lost so many fights. Islam is on a 9-fight win streak. Who gives a shit? Who gives a shit if he's lost a couple fights? Who gives a shit? Nobody gives a shit, right? We're here to see a fight. And if Bobby Green can beat Islam Makhachev, he will maybe fight. Maybe he'll be one fight away from a title shot. Don't you think? Because Islam is ranked number 4. If Bobby Green beats Islam Makhachev, do you think he's one fight away from a title shot? Let's say he beats Islam and he wins his next fight. Do you think he will get a title shot?
I don't know. Depends how Gaethje versus Oliveira goes.
I would love to see Bobby Green
May
and
7th.
Gaethje. Yeah, I would love to see Bobby Green and Gaethje go at it. Because Bobby Green doesn't get hit a lot. And Gaethje hits like a fucking truck. So I would really love to see that. Yeah, it's a great fight. I'm going with Islam Makhachev here, the obvious choice, the big favorite. But if Bobby Green beats him, I wouldn't be surprised and I wouldn't be mad because I love Bobby Green. Who are you going with?
I already told you last episode. I'm going with Bobby Green. I'm just doing it for the odds.
Do you think if Bobby Green beats Islam, is it gonna be how big of a what's it called? What's the word I'm looking for? How big of an upset is gonna be? How big of an upset is gonna be? It is gonna be pretty big. It is gonna be big.
I'm gonna bring up the odds.
It's gonna be pretty big, right? It's gonna be really big because Islam is on a 9-fight win streak. 9-fight win streak. He's only lost once in his career. And if he loses to Bobby Green, I'm not disrespecting Bobby, but it's just gonna show that he fought a bunch of nobodies. No, not disrespecting the other fighters. All right, what are the odds? I know Bobby Green is a big underdog. He is a big underdog.
Oh yeah, he's massive underdog.
Well, what are the numbers?
Islam is minus 1,000.
Wow.
And Bobby's plus 600.
Let's see. When you've got a guy, no,
the odds it's changed. It's minus 600 Makhachev, plus 400 for Green.
Look, when you got a guy who's let's say minus 1,000, you don't bet on that guy. Because it's not worth it. Bet $1,000 to win 100, it's not worth it. And if the guy loses, you're fucked. You're basically fucked. You remember when some dude put $30K on Amanda Nunes beating Juliana Pena? You remember that? that? That's why I don't bet money on fights. And if I do, I put it on guys that I know that are actually gonna win. Like let's say, if Sean O'Malley fought, let's say, a 12-year-old kid. I know Sean O'Malley is going to beat the 12-year-old kid. I'm not saying he should. Don't get us canceled, the fucking cancel culture. But if he fights a 12-year-old, I'm 100% sure that he can beat him. So in that way, I'm going to put my money on him when he's at minus 1,000. But if he's fighting, let's say, Cheeto Vera again, I'm not going to, if he's and minus 1,000, I'm not gonna put my money on him because he's already lost to him. Or let's say if he fights Dominic Cruz and if he's minus 1,000, I'm not gonna put my money on him because that's too much. It's too much risk. It's too much money. But hey, I'm not saying don't bet, just gamble responsibly. All right. All right. Do you have any fight news before we move on to to the next fight card? You don't have any fight news? Nothing?
Nope.
It's been a dry week. This is what I call a dry week when you don't have any fight news.
No, it's because we only shot 3 days ago.
Yeah, we shot Wait, we did? Oh yeah, we shot 3 days ago. And guys, comment down below if you think we should continue using Zoom, which we don't give a shit about your opinions. We are just gonna keep using Zoom, but just give us an idea of what you think of this episode and the previous episode, because we're using Zoom now, and we're not gonna go back to Skype anymore because Skype has fucked us over many times. Remember that? Remember the episode we shot with our good friend Ramirez, and it got botched? Remember that? Remember that, Ali? We tried like these camera angles, and Skype is the camera is so zoomed in. Like if you got one guy, like last episode, my camera was on. I remember my camera was on, but it didn't show in the recording for the first part before we had that little crash. Why did we have a crash? I don't know. We did that, and my camera was on, and on the show, if you look at it, the camera is not on. And you got Oli, who's, we can see his entire body right now. But on Skype, it was like this. It was like this. He was talking like this. Like, what the fuck, bro? But Zoom is better. I've tested this thing many times. Tested it many times, and it looks better. It looks cool. The camera quality is better. The audio quality is better. So we're going to continue using Zoom, but give us a comparison of what you think. Tell us what you think about this evolution that we just had. And yeah. Ooh. How long have we been recording for? I feel like we've done enough. Because we already talked about he forgot one thing. All right.
Do you want to talk about UFC London?
Oh, but before that, let's talk about Bare Knuckle Fighting Championship.
Oh,
we are in contact with BKFC. We also have one of the fighters on the show, but the fights that they put on Knuckle Mania 2, Chad Mendes, Mike Perry, it was awesome, man. It was fucking awesome. I was so happy to see Chad Mendes get a knockout. And I'm glad that Mike Perry won the fight. I'm glad Mike Perry won the fight because for some reason, I cannot stand the Let Me Bang guy. Cannot stand Julian Lane. I don't know. I cannot stand him. Like every time I follow him on Instagram, which is wrong. When you can't stand the guy, why would you follow him on Instagram? I don't know. No disrespect towards him, but he's a bit cringy. I cringe every time he does something. But I'm glad that Mike Perry got the win. I'm not the biggest Mike Perry fan, but I like that he went out there and put on a banger fight and got the win. And Chad Mendes, aren't you happy to see Chad Mendes get a knockout?
Yeah.
And basically, from what I've heard, Chad Mendes still under contract with UFC. I was on Instagram. I saw Morning Combat. And they were talking about how Chad Mendes is still under contract. He still has maybe 3 fights left in the UFC. He's still under contract with the UFC, and they let him go fight in bare knuckle, which is better. But I don't understand how they would let him go fight in BKFC, but they would not let, let's say, George St. Pierre fight Oscar De La Hoya. I don't understand that. I mean, I know the UFC and Oscar, they got beef, but let George St. Pierre go out there and beat the crap out of him, right? But I don't know, man. The WrestleMania, fucking hell. Knuckle Mania was cool. I'm gonna watch the next one for sure. Shout out to Bare Knuckle FC. Shout out to Mike Perry. Shout out to Chad Mendes for getting the win. And also, we had the Eagle FC. Did you watch the Eagle FC card?
No.
It was a good timing, though. It was good time. It was maybe 3 p.m. Yeah, it was 3 p.m. London time. You missed it. I did not watch it. I don't know what I was doing, but I did not watch it. I think I was watching Cobra Kai. You seen that show? You seen that show? You don't watch any TV, do you? You just play video games all day. What TV shows have you seen? SpongeBob? What TV shows have you seen?
I don't watch TV.
You don't watch anything. You just play video games, right? You grow out of it. You grow out of it. I got a PlayStation. I don't play with my PlayStation at all. I've got Netflix right here, and I'm watching Netflix all day long. Netflix and chill. Shout out Netflix and chill. Yeah. Cobra Kai, The Good Place, Shameless, Z Nation, and The Walking Dead. 5 shows that I recommend you guys go watch. They're awesome. And also, what was the other one? Yeah. And also Joe Rogan's Netflix special. That's also great. And Spanish TV show, Elite. But if you are not a fan of homosexuality, you're not gonna like season 4. Don't watch Elite season 4, Elite. It's not good for you. You're too young for that. He's searching it. He's doing a search. Aren't you?
No.
Yes, you are. You searching Elite season 4.
I'm not.
Yeah. Hashtag Netflix and chill. Shout out to Netflix. All right. We were talking about UFC London. Let's move on. Jesus Christ, my dad is gonna watch this. Shit. Fuck it. Fuck all this shit. Who gives a shit? My dad doesn't give a shit. All right, UFC London. Who's on the card? We know who's the main event. I'm a bit disappointed that Darren Till is not fighting, but it's better. Let's let him train. Who texted me? Don't you know I'm in the middle of a fucking podcast? All right. Well, I'm a bit disappointed that Darren Till is not fighting on that card. I like Darren Till, but he's training with Smash Boy. He's training with Smash Boy Hamzat Chimaev. Did you see their training footage? He was calling him Fat Boy.
Yeah.
Yeah, Darren's been getting a bit fat, right? He's been getting a bit fat.
Yeah.
But what? So since you're from England, what's the special food from Liverpool? What's the special food, like special food they eat? Fish and chips? Other than fish and chips?
Liverpool.
Yeah.
They don't really have one. Except for, I mean, fish and chips. It's because, yeah, fish and chips probably.
Yeah, he's been eating fish and chips probably. But hey, I was on YouTube the other day, and this guy apparently he was from Birmingham, and he was saying how shit Birmingham is. Why is it like that? Why do people make fun of it, Birmingham?
I don't know. I don't live there.
Well, you live close. Was it? Isn't something close to Birmingham? Isn't it? It's a bit close to Birmingham, right? It's closer to Birmingham than it is to London. I don't know. The guy was like, Birmingham is fucking shit with his fucking Birmingham accent. Like, dude, you're from Birmingham. Why you make fun of? Why are you making fun of your own city? But hey, I don't know. I've never been to Birmingham, so yeah. But Darren Till's been eating a lot of fish and chips, and he's gotten fat. Well, he's been training hard with Hamza Chimaev. He's been training on his wrestling. But what do you think about the main event? The main event between Alexander Volkov and Tom Aspinall. What do you think?
I don't know. I'm not going to predict.
Yeah, it reminds me of oh my god. It reminds me of a lot of fighters. They get pushed too fast and they lose a fight and they lose that fight. Like that's like Chris Dawkins. Like he beat a couple good guys. I love Chris Dawkins. I'm a big fan of Chris Dawkins. But he was pushed too early against Derek Lewis, right? Like he had 4 fights in the UFC, and then he was against Derek Lewis in a main event. That wasn't good. I like Derek Lewis. I like Chris Dawkins. I love Chris. I love both Dawkins brothers. They're great fighters, but it was a bit too much for Chris. To go up against Derek Lewis in a main event, it was too early. And if you want to beat Derek Lewis, you got to fight him in Houston. Because since that's what happened in his last 2 losses. But for the
let's wrap this up.
No. We didn't give our predictions, though. We didn't give our thought. Yeah, can you bring up the London card? Tom Aspinall versus Volkov. Who's for the co-main event? Arnold Allen versus Dan Hooker. What do you think about Dan Hooker and Arnold Allen going at it?
Arnold's going to beat him.
I don't know, man. I don't know, man. I don't know. I cannot give predictions for this fight card. I cannot give predictions for this fight. I mean, I'm looking at the fights right now, and I cannot give predictions. Like Paddy Pimblett and Rodrigo Varga, is that how you say his name? And Gunnar Nelson, Claudia Silva. Shamil Abdurrahimov versus Sergey Pavlovich. I'm so bad with names. The only one that I can say for certain, the only fighter that I can say is going to win is Paul Craig and Sergey. Those are the only guys. Those are the only guys. And in the prelims, Jai Herbert, Jack Shore is going to probably get it done. Molly McCann is a fighter that I really like. She's a great fighter. Muhammad Makayev, he's going to get it done. Mike Grundy is going to get it done. And my boy Nathaniel Wood is going to get it done. I'm 100% with these ones, but for the top 3, for the last 3 fights, I don't know who to pick. So let's wrap this up. Can you please turn your camera? Oh yeah. Thank you guys for watching. It's been great. Let's see what goes on from now since we are using Zoom. I'm gonna go edit the show right away. Let's see what happens. Ollie, anything to say?
No.
Yeah, like and subscribe. Follow us on Instagram, YouTube, TikTok. And Ollie Stanley, for the love of Jesus Christ, for the love of God, please post some shorts. Please. Can you please post some shorts? Thank you guys for watching. It's been a great day. See you all next episode.